Okay, today we're going over a side control kind of a system. We're going to go through different reasons why we use different side control escapes. Okay, so to start off with, they're just past, they're low on our hips, and they haven't grabbed our head. Okay, so like we always say, we don't want to let them grab our head. So just inside on the bicep, both hands. Okay, now we're going to step this left leg out, and I'm going to immediately come up and post with my right arm. Okay, so I'm here, I come up with my right, and I come up into a sit-up position. From here, if they're driving forwards, I need to hip escape up like a technical stand-up, and then I can pull them back into my guard. Okay? So from here, I come through, I blocked them coming to my head. Okay? This leg steps out, elbow, hand to the floor, I sit up. Okay, so I've got a good grip on that bicep. Now I'm going to put my hips up, technical stand up. I could just stand up, or I could just pull back into my guard. Okay. Now the next stage is if you're catching as they're trying to catch your head, we're going to arc the hand all the way over and then sit up on the other side. Okay. So low on my hip, trying to grab my head. I'm going to allow him to arc that arm over as we're turning. I'm grabbing the back of his tricep here. Now, hand comes up, I keep turning, come up onto my elbow, and then all I've got to do is hip escape back to where I got. Okay? He's trying to grab my head. I blocked on the bicep. He tries to grab my head. I let it go. I grab the tricep. Comes all the way around, up onto my elbow. Hip escape, back to seated guard. Okay, so that's before they've grabbed your head. Now we're going to work on our basic side control escape with a couple of little other details you might not see. So he's got my head, our usual side control here. So the first thing before we escape is we've got to get our frames in. Okay, so the first frame, just cupping just below the shoulder, not too close to the neck, otherwise he can put pressure with his head down. Here, nice. Okay, and I want to kind of have control over his chin and his head. On this side, we'll swap it around in a minute. This hand is on the forearm, creating a nice deep frame on this side. So now I've got some control over him. Okay. So the first thing we want to do, if I can't get this hand in, I'm going to snake myself. I'm going to look the other way to get this arm in. Okay. Now I've got my frames sorted. So now we go for our hip escape. So we're going to go 1. And then I turn my hips in, and then I'm keeping this knee always tracking where this hole might be. Knee comes in. Okay, from here, push, hand snakes it to the inside, and then we can either come over or come back to our guard. Okay. On this side, now you can see what my legs are doing a little bit more, and you can see this frame. So if I can't get this frame in, I'm going to look to the opposite direction, taking my hips, and this allows me to get that arm in. Okay, forearm on the hip, and I want my elbow almost going along his hip, so I've got control over his hips there. Okay, now we do our hip escape. I bring my knee in, and I've got that control now with my frame. Circle this hand out, hip escape, foot on the hip, come back to your guard. Now the same position, but just a different way to get that right leg in. Okay. So we've got our frames. I've got my frame on the hip. Now sometimes I just can't get this knee in. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a little bit of space first away from them, and then I'm going to throw this leg high. So we're using momentum here in order to get that knee in. Okay. Now this is something you can also do is put your foot on your own foot, and then you can use that as pressure to pry that guard open, and then back to guard. Okay. Here, snake away, get this one in, this hand here, nice and tight. Okay, now the legs are a little bit different on this one. I want to make sure I hip escape away. Now I'm still struggling to get this knee in. So we're going to use our leg kicking up in the air, and then I get that leg in. Now this foot goes onto my own foot, and I'm using that to like pry this guard open, back in, back to our guard. There's a couple of varieties there from the same position, okay? Now, as I get my knee across, he's going to start turning towards north-south, and this is where we do our turning to our knees escape, okay? So, same setup. I've got my one grip here. I've got my frame on his hip. I've done all the good work. I could have put my leg up here, but now he knows I'm going to pull guard. So he's going to start turning to north-south, okay? Before this happens, this arm here, going under, and I circle back here, okay? From here, we can go back to our guard, okay? So as he starts turning, this is our time to start turning to our knees. That's right. So here, we've got our frame, we've done our hip escape. I'm going to get my knee in, boom, and now he starts to turn, and I start to follow, okay? You can see my head is super close to my shoulder here. Now, as he keeps turning, this is why I've got to track his knees, because he can turn to my back, boom, okay? And then I can... So that's the reason why we turn to our knees, okay? Now, sometimes he's going to turn to all the way to north-south, so sometimes I don't get to turn to my knees, okay? So again, I've done exactly the same thing. I've managed to hip escape out, I've got my knee and he turns. Now, this is really important here. I need to make sure I get my frames on the inside, okay? Now, once he gets to north-south, I'm carrying his weight and I've got space. Now, all I need to do is come up, put my knees in, feed my feet back in, okay? So, same thing, I've gone to my hip escape, boom, he turns. Now, really important, I follow his armpits, okay? I've got the space now to put my knees up, bit of guard retention, back in, done. So that's if they go to north-south, okay? Now we're going to go back a step. Sometimes some guys are really heavy on the hips, okay? The head's a little bit further away and the hips a little bit further away. So it gives us the chance, let's go this way, see, to give a little bit more straight arm frame. So just come to normal. So that's it, yeah, you got the head this way. Good. Gives us a chance to go a little bit more framey with the hands. So we're pushing him away. And the same with this arm here on the hip. I really want to be pushing him away. Now, the trouble we've got here is this here. If I do a normal hip escape, he's controlling it. So we're going to go to our kind of our forward hip escape. So my foot comes out, keeping the frame, and I'm breaking that frame. Now, let me come over, back into my guard, okay? And again. So he's a little bit lower on my hips. He's controlling my hips, but he's still got my head. His hip's further away now, so I can use my straight arm frame here and on the head, okay? From here, you can grab my head if you can. Yeah, so now the problem is that arm on the other side, so I'm going to put my foot out, forward hip escape until I pry that guard open, and then I can hips up again into my guard. So most side control escapes we've had so far is turning back into them. And now this arm is going to control the hip on the other side here. Okay, so now my turning hip escapes in, I can't do that. He's got control of that hip on this side. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, first of all, I don't want to be framing this hip anymore. So I want to get this arm on the inside. So to do that, I just want to give a bridge, and I'm going to feed this hand inside. Immediately using this space, I'm going to turn away, okay? I'm going to turn my leg out, trying to keep it close to my head, and this one's still framing on the head so you can't get close, okay? Now, from here, depending on how much room I've got, I could turn all the way back in. I could turn all the way back around into the guard, okay? Do it from that way again. So here, he's got his hand on the outside, okay? So stopping my hip escape. From here, I just want to bridge. I want to make sure I get this hand on the inside. Otherwise, as I turn, my arm's going to be trapping myself, okay? On the inside. Now, from here, I roll off to the side, boom, keeping that frame. I could have a bent arm, could be a straight arm. Now I'm not going to wait here. I'm going to straight away feel the position and come back to my guard.